right, Barry. Well, congratulations. You're the newest inductee into the Sydney Swans Hall of Fame. How do you feel?
Surprised, grateful. I'm ecstatic. It's been a long time since I went away from the club, so it's good to get back and to be inducted in the Hall of Fame. You look at some of the names in there; it's a big honour.
Out on stage tonight, you said that Sydney was the perfect place to play AFL. Why is that?
I just think, well, the weather, you got the beaches. No, but I think the footy club, it's a great footy club. The people around it, the people that run it, the leadership group, the players. I think it's a really good footy club to play at. And you can get away from football if you want to. I think that's one of the things that attracted me the most to the Sydney Swans. But I've said it all along, I've said it to other players, that it's definitely the place to play AFL footy.
You're a pretty popular character at the Swans, and there was a standing ovation for you tonight. How did you feel to see so many people still support you so much? Yeah,
a bit humbled. I was didn't know how the reaction would be, but I'm glad it turned out the way it did. Obviously, you get humbled by it. You probably forget about some of the stuff you did, and when I watched some of the highlights, it got a bit emotional because you haven't seen it for a while. So it's been a good experience all round.
On stage, you also said the good outweighs the bad. What are some of the best things you remember about playing at the Swans?
Oh, obviously the premiership's a big thing. Being captain at the club, making the leadership group, and probably just growing as a person is something that all those things are on your resume. But if you grow as a person and you're a better person all around, well, that's a pretty good feat in itself. So I reckon I walked away from the Swans a better person when I walked in. So happy.
And now you are away from the Swans. What do you make of the club? How do you see it from the outside?
Well, they've done it since I've known about the Swans, and they just keep surprising people of how they continually get success. And I think that's why they're such a great club. They just keep finding players. They just keep buttering up. They make finals every year. They've got the respect of the competition now. They're just a great footy club, and and they've worked hard for it. It hasn't come easy for them, so they deserve everything they get.
And finally, up behind us, Craig Bolton's also being inducted into the Hall of Fame. What can you tell us about Craig?
Oh, just a fantastic person, captain of the club. I would have hated to play on him. He was one of the more difficult players to play on. Very strong physically, very quick on the lead, but and he was always outsized, and just did a fantastic job for us. And congratulations to him. He thoroughly deserves it.